Okay, so I went online. I wanted to build a log swing, love seat swing, and I couldn't find anything online, any plans, unless you paid for them. And so that's why I'm doing this video. So I've done what I've done so far, roughly by looking at pictures online. And so this is what I got. So, and I'm not a professional log furniture builder or anything. I've got basic tools. I've got a Stihl MS 290, and I've got log peeler. I've got other tools that I use. I use my grinder, but really not a lot of tools. So here's a log swing I built. So these beams are 96 inches long. Okay, and this one is it 74? 7 feet 6 inches, 4 inches, 7 feet 4 inches for this log. Okay, so the thing you're gonna have to remember though is you can't just lay it down on the ground and build it, because when you cut that angle in there for that beam to lie down, if it's flat on the ground, these are leaning inwards a bit. I wanted them to lean inwards to give them some stability. You can see the angle there. So I use a real basic, I'll show it to you in this video, angle, and they're close. They're not exact, but they're close. So, but when you do that and they're leaning inwards, that's not going to be a straight cut across that you're going to need. And so I did it when they were laying down, and so I'm learning. So this is a prototype. So you got to remember that they're leaning inwards. These small ones, it doesn't really matter. You can put them wherever you want to get stability, as much stability as you can. I did that at that angle. There wasn't a specific angle I used. I just put them on there because it needed stability. So they're only screwed in at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the holes. I'm going to use the ready rod. I'm going to drill the holes for the ready rod. And then I'm going to take it all apart and stain it and just sand it. And then I can put it back together, and it'll be back together for good. So yeah, so originally I cut 45s on that when it was down on the ground, and it seems to be a good starting point to go from. And then when I did that, I cut the top log, the beam that comes across, I cut the ends square, and I just drew a line down the center to give me a good idea of what was straight up, and then cut the ends, the sides, flat so that would fit right in there. Again, this isn't like a professional, this is just to give you an idea. Like I said, I'm not a professional log builder. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this, and I used rudimentary tools, but it's going to look okay when I'm finished with it. So the diameter of the logs, I just tried to match them up as close as I could, but you're never going to get exactly perfect matches. So and then the cross beams I measured from the ground as to where they're going on the log. I think I have to adjust that one there, but and I got them at the same height. So they're, I mean, probably it could be up to ½ an inch off, but it doesn't really matter on log furniture, I don't think. Like when you're doing a frame like this, it's stable the way it is. It's not going to rock corner to corner or anything like that. And you gotta improvise as you go. So I don't know if this will help anybody, but there was nothing online before, and now there's something at least to start from. Like I said, I had to learn as I went, and figure things out as I went. But that gives you a good length. So that's you know. So see, it's above me. It's got to be 7 feet high. So you can do them smaller if you want. I like the skookum look, and I wanted it a bit higher. So I hope this helps somebody, because it's just nice to find shit like this on there when you can't find anything else. And it'll give you something to go off of. Like I said, these are 96 oops, these are 96. I put a 45 on them when they're on the ground, and then I would do the cut, that to square it, I would do that when it's up in the air, right? And so I just used boards to begin with, and just once I got the frames up, I boarded it with screws and then built everything else so I could take the boards off. So good luck in your project.